Right guys, welcome to another World Cup team preview video, and in today's episode I'm going to be talking about, well, the big one that probably everyone wanted, England. And guess what? I'm wearing the classic England kit. Yes, a white shirt, typical England. Now, if you like these sort of World Cup team preview videos, why not hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so that you do not miss any of these World Cup team preview updates that are coming out, for the next couple of weeks or months. And without further ado, let's talk about England. I'm not an England fan, just so you know. So of course I will put on a show for you about England because it's probably what everyone will be saying. It's coming home, it's coming home. Well, England are actually home in the Confederation of UEFA, or Europe basically, if you don't know your geography. Now, the nickname of the England team is the Three Lions. It's synonymous with the history of England and the UK in general. And so the Three Lions have always been the sort of staple name for England for many years. Only thing is, they haven't won 3 World Cups yet, but maybe this will be the second one at least. A fun fact for you about England is that England were the first host nation to win the World Cup on home soil since 1934. And actually, host nations do really well at their own World Cup. 1930, Uruguay hosted the World Cup, they won it. It was the first World Cup. Italy in 1934, they hosted it, they won it. And then up until Italy in 1934, until England in 1966, the famous summer of 1966 for England was, well, the next time a host nation won the World Cup. So yeah, that's a little bit of a fun fact for you. And of course, England have appeared in 15 previous World Cups. The last time they missed out on a World Cup was in 1994 in the USA. But hopefully now this will be the 7th consecutive World Cup appearance. Now obviously the last time, we all know what happened. It was the birthplace of It's Coming Home. Will it come home this time? Let's find out how they did it. So, in England's qualifying group for this upcoming World Cup, they were placed in Group I. Yes, that's right, Group I for World Cup qualifying in Europe, where they were in a group that contained Poland, Albania, Hungary, Andorra, and San Marino. And when you have Andorra and San Marino in your group, you're guaranteed 12 points from there. From then on, England practically breezed through their group, winning 8 games and only drawing against 2 games. 1 draw against Poland and 1 draw against Hungary. But England were practically untouchable throughout qualifying for this World Cup, and they finished top of their group. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now let's find out who's managing this England team and who are some of their star players. So the man who is managing this great England squad is the man himself, Gareth Southgate, who missed a penalty that eventually not made England win the 1990 World Cup. However, he is managing this very, very good team. He came in around late 2016 after Sam Allardyce was... I'm not going to talk about that, but he came in, and so far in the 2 major tournaments that he has been a part of, he reached minimum the semi-finals with England. So definitely this is England's best run of major tournaments in their history basically. Now, some of the star players, you may have heard of them. They all play in the Premier League apart from like 1 or 2. But some of the star players in their team include Harry Kane and another Harry, not this Harry, but Harry Maguire. No, not Tobey Maguire, Harry Maguire. Kieran Trippier obviously is a star player for them, come on. And Raheem Sterling, and of course Mason Mount is another star player of their team. So with this amount of England quality, there's some names that I obviously missed out, but obviously we all know who they are. And so with this upcoming World Cup, hopefully now England with their star players having 2 major tournament experiences under the belt. Maybe this time will be the time that these players finally deliver for England. Let's see how Gareth Southgate organizes his England team. So England are set up in a 4-2-3-1 formation, in which obviously they use the wide length of the pitch, whereby their fullbacks are really, one of those very high quality wingbacks that just push forward. You obviously know the names of Reece James, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker, Luke Shaw, some names of this England team. I may have missed a few, but obviously they are part of the play, in which England are expected to be playing in a sort of 4 at the back, or sometimes even 3 at the back, with the 2 wing backs pushing down forward if England want to have some defensive solidity. Now, obviously some of the strengths of this England team is obviously the young talent that they still have and possess and are coming through. Players such as Jude Bellingham, who's 20 years old, 19 years old. Hell, I'm older than probably half of this England team already, and they're much more better than me in football. So that's how you know how good this England youth setup has been over the past decade or so. And alongside one of England's strengths is that tournament experience. Now that they have reached the minimum of semi-final and obviously the final of the last Euros, they now have that experience of grinding out results and going further and further in a major tournament. Now, some of the weaknesses of this England team is the big elephant in the room: underperforming in big moments. And when the going gets tough, they don't do it rough. Well, according to Goldbridge would say. Those sort of big moments, players such as Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, they're not really there that set up these sort of big moments for England. But hopefully now they can deliver this time. And another weakness, this is a lot more tactical weakness, is they are a bit suspect at centre back. Now, obviously Maguire, you have John Stones, you have Connor Cody, you have Tyrone Mings, obviously just names I can throw out there. But these are some of the names that you can expect England to be having as their partnership or trio at the back, in which they're not really the best in terms of playing in that sort of style. And you may expect England to probably sit back in a few of the games that you would probably think that they would be attacking. But sometimes tactically they probably want to play a little bit defensive and keep out the opposition. But with the form that some of their center backs are in at this moment in time, it's not looking good. But hopefully when the tournament does come in the mid-November, practically England are playing on the second day of the tournament, they hope that their form and their sort of performances for the national team for England are finally paying its dues. And so England are in Group B for this World Cup, so they're in the group that's next to Qatar if they were to progress into the last 16. Now, they start off the tournament by actually playing the first game of the sort of rounds, except the Qatar one. But England are playing on Monday, the 21st of November, 4 p.m. local time in Qatar, where they are playing against Iran, a team they've never actually played before. But obviously, they want to kick their campaign off with a win in that game. And then just a few days later, on Friday, the 25th of November at 10 p.m. local time, last kickoff of that specific day, it will be England against the USA. The old classic, the Brits versus the Yanks. Who's gonna win? Probably England, but that is one of the big games that we will hope to see, thrilling football in that game as well. And then, not only that, on Tuesday, the 29th of November at 10 p.m. local time, on the final day of Group B's fixtures, England versus Wales. So yet again, it's an all-British rivalry. England and Wales, they both met in Euro 2016, and it took England a last-minute goal to win them the game. I believe it was Daniel Sturridge that scored that winning goal. Can they do it again and maybe get one better over Wales? As the last time England and Wales were in the same group, Wales topped the group even if they lost to England. So there is some revenge in the cards for that as well from Wales. And so with a relatively, I wouldn't say easy group, but at least a very manageable group for England, it is quite expected that England should be making out of Group B and going very far at this World Cup. Will they do it? Will football come home for England? Well, time will tell. So that's it for the World Cup team preview for the national team of England. Look at my England shirt, everyone. Now, if you want to wear this sort of shirt or support England at the World Cup, why not hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel? I heard that if you like the video, if you like this specific video, England will win the World Cup. So hit the like button and obviously subscribe to the channel so that you get to learn more about England's opponents, so that you know how England will beat all of those teams. They'll beat Iran, they will beat America, they will beat Wales and finish on top. 9 points, 200 goals scored, 0 conceded. Perfect start of the campaign for England. Now, obviously, also ring the notification bell so that you don't miss those specific videos and a lot more of these World Cup team preview videos as well. That's it from me and on England. And in the next episode, which will be on Friday, the 30th of September, we're going to be talking about one of England's traditional rivals, Germany. Yes, die Mannschaft. I'm not German, but die Mannschaft. That will be on Friday, the 30th of September. And until that episode comes out, and yeah, until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. It's coming home.